So, I mean, was this a relationship that they had together online and it was just like over messages that you didn't know about?
So, what had happened is after the boohoo breakup with wifey, we have been avid watchers, Hater Nation, for years.
Oh.
So I told Erica, we follow everybody, all of them. I told Erica, I said, I wonder if you message her if she would reply. She's like, I don't know, let's try. So she actually did respond. It took her less than 5 minutes.
So, was the reaching out to Amber Lynn done to kind of troll? Was it done as a joke
Yeah, absolutely. That was all it was in the beginning.
in the beginning?
In the very beginning, yeah, that is how the whole thing started.
Do I have to do this all over again?
Uh, Probably not in as much detail, just to answer his question.
Okay. Hey, Jordy.
Hey there, how are you?
Um, I'll admit I'm a big piece of shit right now, and I'm admitting that. And everyone that's watching, I do apologize. This got way out of hand. Shouldn't have gotten out of hand, and I made a mistake. And if I could take it back, I would. So what happened was why I messaged her was she posted some TikTok or something talking about masculine or something like what's your type, and I was like mask women, and I looked at Brittany and I was like, should I do it? And she's like, yeah, like do it and see if she responds, and I did. And so like yeah, I played the game for a little while, and then it started becoming a problem because I guess Amberlyn started becoming attached, as far as asking me questions, as far as like, what am I doing? Why didn't I respond within so much amount of time, like clocking my response minutes? And
Little backstory to this, though, you know, we had, we were, Amber Lynn was very much aware that I was in the picture. Let's get that really
yeah,
clear. She
yeah,
knew the whole time that I was in the picture.
yes,
So, when you first reached out to her after she had ended things with Wifey in the summer of last year, you made it known that you were married reaching out.
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
And we are
Okay.
not the married couple she was intertwined with.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I said, we were not the only married couple she was tangled with. She was talking to other married couples as well. 16 hours after I caught on to this crazy nightmare that was happening, Tommy all of a sudden had a ticket. 16 hours after I found out and after everything was severed, Tommy was on a plane trip. So the whole time that Erica and her were talking, she was also talking to Tommy and many other people. So, I don't know why we're getting the pushback and no one else is.
So things started getting more involved between me and her, and she kind of used her BPD as a crutch, saying, me not responding to her in like a timely manner, triggered her. And so it was almost like I was being like forced to react to her and to interact with her. And so she was like, you're always choosing your wife, you're always choosing her. And, it was Valentine's Day. And she's like, you never choose me, I'm always a second option. But meanwhile, before all this had happened, she was talking to, I'd say, like, I want to say two people at the time. It was some girl named Abby and then some other girl named Danielle. And then, like, Alexis, of course, like, was her friend. But, Amber has said things over the phone I can't prove through text about Alexis and her ordeal, but I'll get into that later. So things just kind of felt uncomfortable, and I kept interacting. We were in an emotional relationship. She was feeding me the shit she feeds everybody else. And I fell for it. And I'm not a victim. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not a victim. My wife is a victim of this. I should be the one getting the backlash for this. I made this stupid mistake. I was stupid for it. If I could take it back, I would. So yeah, I entertained, led on Amber Lynn. Gave her what she wanted. She asked for screenshots of my messages of who I talked to on my phone and my DMs and stuff like that on Instagram. And, I sent them to her and, just to like, I kind of just like felt pressured and on eggshells the whole entire time. And yeah, I tried a couple of times to get out of that situation, and she would literally get on FaceTime and give me the tears.
Oh.
Give
So
me the tears.
you kind of felt like you wanted to take some steps back, but it was so overwhelming.
Many, many times. Yes. And so that continued on until June 9th. So on June 9th, my uncle passed away, and I was pretty upset. He died alone in his house and nobody was around. And, nobody, I couldn't reach, my cousin, which was his, daughter. And I was freaking out. And she, and she knows I don't have much family. She knows how family oriented I am. And, she would try and clock me on things and ask me where I'm going. Yeah, like one time I didn't respond in 6 minutes and she kind of freaked over that. But
sorry to interrupt, but there is somebody saying something about you using an app, Life 360.
I was just about to get into that. So, whenever that whole ordeal came where the relationship was confirmed, I was like, so what would a relationship be if this was confirmed? She said, oh, just more communication and loyalty and being honest with each other. I said, okay, that's fine. And then she's like, we should meet up. And she came up with the date August 1st. And then, so I was telling her like, hey, like my wife knows where I go and stuff, and it's on 360, and, we keep up with each other. And she wanted me to put her on Life 360. She wanted that. And I'm telling you, it was probably like a week or two of her talking to me about putting her on Life 360. So I agreed to it. I caved in and I agreed to it. And she was Googling every address I was at just to know where I was at, and telling me, she was like, yeah, I Googled where you're at. I didn't know what this place was. And just, it was just a big mess. And
gosh, I can't get behind the rationale of why she would want to get involved with someone married.
And
that was my question to her.
Let me ask you, when you called Amber Lynn and she was allegedly at a birthday party or a barbecue or something, and Amber Lynn said in her most recent video that you made her cry. What kind of went on in that conversation?
So me and Amber Lynn, I seen a video where she said I was harassing her. So the initial phone call that I had with her, Erika had called her. She didn't answer. So when Amber Lynn called back, I answered. And, I asked her, I'm like, what is this? What are you doing? What is going on? She's married. You're telling her not to have relations with her. I mean, like, it was crazy. She was that was the first phone call. I told her, do not contact Erika. Do not make any videos. I don't want to hear not another peep, like nothing, no more contact. So she goes to, I think, Erika's TikTok and says, can you please unblock me?
No, that's not what happened.
Or something to that effect. And what was it on then?
It was a fake phone number.
Sorry. She had a dummy phone or a text app, and she said, can you
Amber Lynn had a burner phone.
Or
something.
Or a text app.
So yeah, the next day after that was squashed. Amber Lynn asked Brittany if we could still be friends, and Brittany was like,
absolutely not.
No, that's not in the question. So and how this came about, how this phone call happened.
Well, hold on. You know why she wanted to still be friends? Because she wanted to stay on y'all's good side, because she didn't want you guys talking.
So I don't know I don't know who broke up with who. I could care less. But after that day, she continued to message me continued to message me. And I was in the bedroom with Brittany, and we were trying to watch a movie, and Brittany saw a message pop up on my phone. She said, "Who is that?" And I said, "It's Amber Lynn. She will not leave me alone." So that's where that phone call came from. It wasn't Brittany being crazy and, you know, stalking Amber Lynn and getting her phone number and flipping out on her. No, it was me having to get my wife involved to get out of this situation. And yeah, I know that sounds stupid, cut her off, block her, whatever, but she messaged me from a fake phone number the next day and said that Brittany cornered her. She had to tell her everything. She wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, and that, love makes her crazy. That's what she wanted. She wanted me to block her and then, or unblock her, talk to her, and then block her back. And I didn't even respond to it. I deleted it, which I shouldn't have deleted that, but.
So what you're referring to, that crying phone call, she bawled like a little baby during the first phone call when I told her that I was going to send all the text messages, all the photos, all of that. That's when she started crying.
Oh.
The call was on July 4th when I had found out that she had reached out to Erika and would not stop. And I have that entire phone call recorded.
Just real quick, did you buy her, did Amber Lynn ever send you gifts, or did you ever buy her a Lego? Because remember, she said that somebody bought her like a $400 Lego.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did buy the Lego. Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.